Welcome to the Power of Lifting podcast. I'm EricCafferty, owner of the Mecca Gym. I am a strength and conditioning coach and a contest prep specialist. The focus of this podcast is to dive into the mindset and the drive of people who have done incredible things with their lives. Welcome to the Power of Lifting podcast. And today I get to share the room with the one and only Hunter Dennis, my co-host. How you doing, pal?
Oh, I'm great.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to be here as always.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's Flex Friday today.
It is.
Yeah.
Everyone go check out the Mecca page. You'll see the one and only EricCafferty
it's
featured on the Flex Friday.
Nobody asked me for my clearance on that post.
I know. Unbelievable. We're going to have to crack down. A lot of nipple talk on that one.
There's a lot of talk of a nip slip. Cody, coming for you, dude.
Coming for you.
Oh, man. So, the week in review. We're coming up real close to Christmas.
Right.
Everything's going great around the gym, although we are getting quite crowded in multiple different ways. And
right.
So we're getting excited to move.
Yeah, absolutely. Closer and closer.
Getting closer and closer. We've got turf put in at the new place.
Nice.
Yes.
Blue turf.
Wow. Yes. Yeah. And we have internet over there. So
okay.
soon, the podcast will be moving to our new home.
That's right. It'll be super exciting to see.
Yeah.
It'll be an event, people. You'll know about it.
Yeah, it is super exciting. I'm also super pumped about getting our new podcast table made.
You pick out the wood slabs.
Putting it together.
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
so we're going to do, everybody will see, obviously, because
right.
we're going to do the podcast on it.
Obviously, yes.
It's going to be next level. We're going to go with some elm.
Ooh.
It's about a 12-foot long elm live edge table. It's going to be dope. Super pumped.
Well, I'm jazzed. You know that.
Super pumped. But yeah, other than that.
Have we started painting?
We're getting ready to start painting, baby.
Nice.
I'm going to put on the overalls. Get on over there.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Threw the tape on. That's always the worst part in my opinion.
Oh, dude.
It's the prep.
Yeah, the prep work for painting is just a real time suck.
It's the time sucks. The tediousness. Yeah, absolutely. But you got to do it.
Got to do it.
And then
we got to be looking fresh.
Right.
We do have saunas coming.
Oh,
I know.
Good gracious.
We'll have one sauna in the men's and one sauna in the women's locker rooms.
I wonder if we could pull off a podcast in a sauna.
Dude, that's a plan. So, we'll have saunas. We're working on a lot of awesome features and amenities. Yeah, so it's going well. It's going real well.
Super dope. Another thing coming up down the pipeline starting next week. So the day before, so you guys will have to think of this as you're listening on Tuesday. Yesterday, Monday, we have a challenge opening up for everybody to go to. The Confidence Challenge is what we're calling it.
Yeah.
So registration will be online, just on our website. We'll have links. You'll see everything in the social medias and all that jazz.
Yep.
But yeah, go and sign up for that, and it's going to be awesome. Big prizes.
Yeah.
Big potential opportunity.
The confidence campaign.
Yes, that's
the
right.
confidence campaign. Should we read our our notes, Hunter?
Let's do it. Let's absolutely do it. This is a first look for you guys at the confidence campaign we've been working on here.
Did I? Oh, dude, it's on my iPad. Oh no, I sent it to you.
Yeah, you
I
texted
sent
it
it
over.
to you. Hang on. Technology, folks. Here we go.
It's fast, but it's slow.
It's fast, but it's slow. Okay. Oh, Hunter and I have been pen pals a little bit. Sorry. Okay, here it is. So yeah, the confidence campaign is what we're calling this. We're gonna roll this out. What's the date officially?
The official drop will be January 1.
The official drop will be January 1. Registration opens
on the 20th, so Monday is the plan.
Monday the 20th.
Yep.
Okay. So this podcast will be coming out after the fact, obviously, but so confidence. So the big reason for getting into this and going into the confidence campaign is thinking about it. What's one of the main reasons why everybody goes to the gym? Obviously, it's to be healthy, but part of being healthy is to build confidence. confidence in your strength, confidence in, your look, confidence in your health, because lifting weights and being in a gym is going to build confidence in your health. And so that is a common thread between everybody who comes to the gym. Some people want to get, stronger. Some people want to look better. Some people want to lose weight. So, you name it. No matter what your reasoning is for coming into the gym, everybody is building confidence when they're in the gym. Yes. And that can be in many different forms. So I looked up the definition of confidence, and a simple one is a feeling of self-assurance arising from one's appreciation of one's own abilities or qualities. So then we kind of came up with a semblance of a mission statement, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so this may not be verbatim to what we come out with, but in general, writing down some of my thoughts on confidence and why we're doing this campaign is our mission is to increase each individual's level of self-assurance by, with, and through the application of evidence-based methods to improve overall health, strength, and self-image. By becoming part of our community, you will be immersed in a culture of personal growth, grit, appreciation, and acceptance. Through forward progression and through forward progress and determination, pillars are built in order to establish thriving vitality, wisdom, and confidence. Augment your confidence with the Mecca Gym. So anyway, that's some of the what we'll call verbiage,
right,
to go along with the campaign. And so we're running a challenge along with this ad campaign. So what are we doing for the challenge, Hunter?
So it's going to be pretty exciting. It's a really all-inclusive challenge that and helps people, we hope, if you buy into it, become more confident, because you're buying into what we say in our mission statement, which is the culture of the Mecca, and helping augment, which is increase, your confidence. And so what happens is this challenge is point-based. So depending on if you meet certain criteria, such as coming to the gym, going on the Asset app, which we're going to talk about in a little bit later, things like that, meeting with the trainer, posting your progress on social media, you earn points. These points will accumulate over time, and then the end of March, we'll find out who our winners are, and there'll be big-time prizes. So I think this is kind of a great way to couple, or great thing to couple with the overall confidence campaign that Eric and I were sitting in this room, because it serves every purpose we have here.
This is the multi-tool of rooms.
The multi-tool of rooms, that's right. And so we were thinking, how can we really best express what we do here at the Mecca? Because we felt it was more than just coming to lose weight or coming to bodybuild or coming to power lift or whatever it is. It's more than that. It's a lifestyle. It's a thing. And the best we could describe it is this: it's confidence.
Yeah, I think that if I could impart one gift on everybody that I talk to and work with, it's to give them confidence.
Right.
And I think that's kind of where that came from, is like, what's my mission and my goal with everybody that I work with?
Right.
What's my mission in life? You know what I mean?
Right.
What's my mission, with like what are you doing with your, what kind of things are you doing and talking about with people, that you interact with? You should never be trying to break people down, right? You're trying to build people up, and how do you do that? With confidence, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, yeah, I think that's just a big piece to what we do here at the Mecca, especially with our personal training clients, but even just members coming in that we talk to and interact with. It's congratulating people on setting new PRs, or congratulate them on making it to the gym,
right?
That week or whatever it is. It's like, the more confidence somebody has, the more likely they are to work towards their goals and to, achieve those things. And that's it, man. We're just trying to make everybody better.
That's
so,
right.
We want to give that gift of confidence to everybody. And so I think this campaign is going to be just a real, I wouldn't say eye opener, but it's just going to be something that, we're helping people see, or just bring awareness to
Right.
The fact that, why do you go to a gym?
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't it the same when you're at home, working out in your basement or in your garage,
Right.
or, whatever. Yeah, you're still building confidence there, but it's, the atmosphere and, the team and family environment that, really helps, mention those things, right? Because if you're just looking at yourself in the mirror all the time and it's just you don't necessarily notice those changes as much. Whereas people that aren't looking at you constantly say, hey, you're looking good, or hey, I noticed that you're getting stronger, or, anyway.
Well, I love the mission statement too, absolutely. And so it's the immersed in a culture, right? If you're being a part of this community, you're immersed in this culture. And I think what people don't really understand when they're looking from the outside in is that full immersion. And we could talk about the Mecca being an all-inclusive fitness facility, environment, gym, community. So that's exactly what it is. You get immersed in this, and then you can't not improve in this confidence, which affects every aspect of your life, not just your health. And so that's the whole goal. And I think what you were saying, what am I doing here? What's the whole purpose of starting the Mecca? What's the whole purpose of what I do every day when I get up? Help people do that.
Yeah, no, totally. I think if you were to boil it down in one word, it is, confidence, right? Especially there's a lot of super, super talented and gifted, people that I'm fortunate to work with. And, I'm not doing anything that they, couldn't have done otherwise necessarily, right? But and a lot of it is I'm giving them the confidence, and there's a huge knowledge piece to it as well.
Of course, right? That's what you said here.
But along with that proper application of, quote unquote science, exercise science and things like that, it's, you also have to build people's confidence.
Right.
It's almost like at first you're building up the, the know-how, the nuts and bolts, the technical side of lifting.
Right.
So like if you were to take we just had a powerlifting competition, right?
Great one.
Great one. Yes. And Mr. Marlin, who we had on a couple episodes ago, absolutely crushed his 700-pound raw squat. Go Marlin.
Under the bar for 10 seconds.
If you haven't seen that video, jeepers, it's a good one.
Yep.
But powerlifting is a good example. You start off by teaching people, the nuts and bolts of how to do the primary lifts correctly, give them the proper cues for their body, and their mechanics, their brain, give them the cues that are going to put them in the right positions and build, the proper motor patterns, right? Well, once you get that all dialed in, it comes down to then programming, right? So being able to, do the right amount of volume, the right amount of intensity and things like that. But, then once you have the mechanics laid in place, the program laid in place, man, there's a lot of merit to, your mental state and your psychological training when it comes to lifting heavy.
Right.
Holy cow.
Well, it kind of becomes only that at that point if you already got the other stuff nailed.
Oh man, it's like so much of it is mental. So much of it is mental because you're picking up these weights or getting under a bar that's super, super heavy, that feels heavier. Right. Because it's not loads that you do all the time. Maybe maybe it's a load that you've never done before. Like you don't feel the pressure on your bar that way. So you have to mentally train, mentally prepare yourself. Just like you would for anything that's going to be a challenge in life, right? So, there's parallel lines there, but, with powerlifting especially, and, day of, giving somebody the confidence, like, you can do this, you know what I mean? Right. And having that team, that team behind you, like, you can do this, Yep. It's great to watch people go out there and perform and, have confidence and watch them build that confidence.
Right.
And it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And the same thing can be said for competing in, bodybuilding competitions, stuff
Absolutely,
like that.
Yeah. It's just a different game.
It's just a different game, but
same mental.
But a lot of it,
aspects,
is building that confidence. And there's certainly ways to do that are better than others, but you got to do it to do it.
Right. That's absolutely right.
So, but yeah. Anyway, that's all I got.
That's wonderful. So, ladies and gentlemen, consider this the official tease of the confidence campaign. The official drop coming January 1, 2022. A lot of what we do around here will be focused around that, and we really hope you guys can take part of it, especially in the challenge. We really would hope that becomes something that can help change your life.
Yeah, the challenge is going to be off the hook, and it's all on the app, right?
It's all on the app.
So, Asset
app. Let's do it.
Yeah, so the app is awesome. First of all, without explaining anything, it's just awesome.
Just plain awesome, period.
It's just plain awesome, period. So, I use it every day. Hopefully all of my clients use it every day. They should be
doing it right.
But yeah, obviously our supplement line is also branded Asset. So, obviously that brand encompasses, health, fitness, things like that. But the app specifically is definitely meant to be something that makes life easier for you, essentially, right? So a lot of people have used MyFitnessPal for years, right, to track macros and things like that. Well, we have Asset essentially replaces MyFitnessPal, right? And it's very simple. You don't you get lost in the weeds as much as with MyFitnessPal. And we have updates coming with that all the time,
right.
But the key is having it be the most user friendly app possible, right? Because my idea is like saving my clients time, right? And saving people time that are using the app. So you don't have to be a client to use the app, but it allows us to most effectively coach people as well, just because of some of its features, right? But in terms of the macro tracking, we've started to bring on features like, saving whole meals, saving an entire day's worth of food so that you can copy and paste your entire day.
Talk about time savings, yes.
Right. So for people that are eating similar things each day, super easy. I don't eat a lot of the same things every day.
Sure.
So there is for people like me, there's a quick search function. There's a history list of things you've had. You can favorite individual items. And you can also scan. The barcode scanner is huge. So if you're grabbing a bar or protein shake, something like that, you can just scan it in. Works great.
Perfect.
And that enables you to track your nutrition. The great part about my clients using that is I can legitimately see everything that they eat,
right,
and what amounts, right? So if something seems off, I can go in and look at their entries and be like, hey, you entered this one in wrong, or don't use this particular entry for chicken, say it's off, or say, oh, you calculated based off dark meat instead of white meat or whatever, right?
Right.
Or if they're, hey, I've been having, bloating or, whatever, XYZ for the past 2 days. Okay, well, let's go in there. I can look in and see, what they've been consuming in their diet for the past several days and say, hey, maybe this is the issue. There's not like, okay, screenshot me, 16 screenshots of what you've done in MyFitnessPal for days and days, right? That was getting super old. So
super inaccurate, I'm sure.
And it's very, very helpful for that. And I can, go in and adjust everybody's macros depending on where they should be, right?
Just the access too.
Yep.
Let's so just back up a titch. So this is Asset Health is the official name of the app.
Yep.
Find it on the app stores.
Yep.
Okay, you go in there and you download it, and then get yourself on there and get it. Just like Eric said, not just for clients.
Not just for clients. So
for
yeah,
everybody can do it.
And you can also go through assethealthapp.com.
Okay, perfect.
Is the website.
Awesome.
And you'll see all of our asset branding when you pull that up, and you can basically register on there to become a user, and you actually have to do that in order to use the app.
Right.
Is go on our website and get signed up through there. So
perfect. Okay.
Once you do that and get in, then it's super easy. It's a super quick download. It's just like you said, Asset Health. Type it in. It's the blue and white, as the white EKG.
EKG with
the barbell end.
Barbell on it. It's just sick. Sick logo.
Yes. Yeah.
Love that.
And then so you get in and it'll just ask you a few questions on what you're interested in tracking. You create login information, and then if you ever have to delete the app for any reason, or you change phones or whatever, you don't have to worry about saving anything because everything saves on our cloud.
Yes. The cloud.
The cloud.
Thank you.
So we now have all of your information. We can track you, see where you sleep, all that jazz.
Right.
Then, for example, if you have an iPhone, you go in there and you allow it to sync with Apple Health in every category. And the great part about this app is it will pull all of the data from Apple Watches, Oura Rings, Fitbits, whatever wearable technology that you have. Of course, we're all nerds in here with all of our wearable stuff.
That's right. Data, baby, data.
Trying to be the bionic people. No, like Hunter said, just data. The more data you can track on what you're doing, the more you can optimize, right?
Absolutely.
So it'll pull all of that data into one place so that you can have an accurate evaluation of, all of your health metrics, right?
Right.
There's places to input measurements, things like that in there.
I love this. I mean, just going through the home page here, because down at the bottom you have I got home health, nutrition, and then there's more, of course. But I mean, we go into things such as air quality for the day, what's your heart rate at, VO2, feeling what you're feeling, which is fun for a lot of people. People don't understand them. We want to know that. How are you feeling today?
There's an O2.
O2, right?
Which is great. So I just got the newest Apple Watch because I am a data nerd.
Right.
So I just got the newest Apple Watch so that I could finally. Other people have been doing this for a year, couple of years maybe.
You're finally catching up.
Catching up and getting the pulse oximeter.
Yes.
It says I'm at 95% blood oxygen. I think that's bull honky.
Well, it's still learning your body probably there.
Well,
Smart
it
devices.
should be. I mean, it should be 95 to 100. So I suppose, but
not for your personal gratification.
But I have had 100% readings, which
Let's go.
is what I expect.
Right.
I expect no less than 100%.
Right.
Anyway, so it'll import all of that data, right? So as a coach, I can go in there and I can see, no BS. This is how many activity minutes you did. This is how, basically I can see all of your metrics,
Water
right?
intake, sleep.
Steps. Sleep is a huge one, right?
Huge one, right.
So it allows us to evaluate all of those things, and it's accurate. And, whereas before I would have people go into a spreadsheet and enter in a bunch of this type of information.
Right.
Now it just is there, right?
Easily.
So huge time saver. You don't have to go into any, fitness app or anything like that. See a number, go into your, spreadsheet that I sent you, enter the number in. No, it's just there. you just go about your normal routine. Everything's just there for me when I need it. Or, for example, if you don't have a coach here and you just want to use the app, you want everything in one place, perfect. It's there. Food's in one place, activities in one place, everything's in one place.
Yep.
So it just makes it much more convenient, and you can, pull the data, connect the dots.
Right.
You, like Hunter said, you input body weight in there. You do, you can do circumference measurements, things like that. For my clients, I send them a survey once a week, which is
great. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. So, I would have a check-in email that people, I'd give them a list of questions and say, hey, answer these questions and send them to me with your progress pictures on a weekly basis, right? Well, now I just send them a survey and they fill out a survey. Mm-hmm. It's like a, multiple choice and or short answer test.
Sure.
Real easy. You know what day it's coming. You know when it's coming. Right. It'll be there waiting for you. So, when it's check-in day, do your measurements, do your pictures, make sure, you've remembered to enter all of your food in, and it's a done deal. Check-in is easy, and then I typically have people shoot me a brief summary of kind of how their week went and all that jazz, but just general stuff, right? I ask all the nuts and bolts in the survey, but more so general stuff in a rundown, and there's a place in there to attach pictures and all that. So, yeah, makes it
super
very
streamlined,
very organized. We like organization, because before people are like, oh, they'd email me and then they'd text me, and then it's kind of all over the place. Some people would text me for check-ins, some people would email me for check-ins. People would forget to check in. I'd have to chase them down, and all that stuff. Whereas this just makes it much more organized for people. And there's not that me messaging like, hey, where's your check-in?
Right.
And they're like, oh, shoot, now I got to go update my nutrition and my, my step count and my, XYZ in my spreadsheet before I, it's like, nope, all right, cool, everything's in there.
It's already in there.
Good, done deal.
Send it over. Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, so it's nice from a client's perspective, and it's also nice from a coaching perspective.
Well, I kind of just change the game on a coaching perspective.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Other things we have in here, you got challenges.
Yeah,
you can be a part of,
which is what we're gonna start to use for our confidence campaign.
Absolutely.
Challenge.
Journal in here.
Yep. So, and oftentimes we use that for, we can track. I have people track various different things in there.
Okay.
Yeah, in the journal. One of the main things I'll use journal for is progress photos and things like that.
Okay. Right on. Learning. What's that all about?
Learning. So we're about to enter a massive expansion with the learning section of Asset.
Yes.
We've been working on the Mecca Lifting Academy for, it's been
the birth
over
of
a
that
year.
Has been a while. Yes.
It's been a year and a half. About
it has. I mean, it was something that I almost came into.
Yeah.
When I was hired on. So yeah.
Like a year and a half worth of, videos, technique, instruction, basically. How to do BFR training, how to do FST training, how to squat, bench, deadlift, hip thrust, overhead press, all that stuff. So, a lot of just super high quality instructional videos. I'm mic'd up going through exercise demonstrations with Maria and Ryan, and there's a few other people I have in the videos as the model, so to speak.
Right.
And we're just basically in a very understandable, palatable, we'll call it, form.
Yep.
Giving exercise instruction on pretty much everything. So, if there's an exercise that you can think of, chances are we made a video for it.
Right.
And so that is all going into the learning section of Asset.
Yeah.
So it'll have the Lifting Academy in there. Right now we're just working on, there's a few things that we're trying to get sorted.
Sure.
To make sure that that's user friendly for people. Because as it sits right now, it would not be the most user friendly thing.
Right.
Just because the learning section's not quite built out enough to handle.
Right. Well, just like you mentioned at the very beginning, we're constantly building.
Yeah, constantly improving. So it's just not built to handle quite that volume. Originally, we planned on having videos in there such as like how-to guides, like how to track your macros, how to, do some simple stuff, which would be, a few videos. You could scroll through those and you don't really need to organize them too much. Right. But when you're talking a full-on database of, eventually will be hundreds of instructional videos,
right,
then you start talking about a organizational nightmare.
Right. Right. Yeah, you got to make sure that foundation's in place before you just start going crazy with it.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we'll be uploading some stuff in there. So everybody that downloads our app will have access to the Mecca Lifting Academy, and that's a huge deal. Basically, personalized instruction from yours truly on how
expert level. Simply put. Yeah. I mean, anyone that goes to a gym craves this kind of stuff, and it's going to be right at your fingertips.
Yep.
That's a huge deal. And then you got messages, of course, which you've already mentioned, but direct communication with people.
And we can video chat on there, things like that
too. Yeah, absolutely. Huge. And then to-do lists, keep yourself organized.
Yep. And then there's ways that we can give supplement recommendations via the app. There's also ways that we can put movement and or cardio recommendations in the app as well. And the last thing that we're kind of gonna push to make a big focus within our app is making workouts accessible in the app and putting templates in there and things like that. So for non-clients, having workout templates in the app available for your use, and for clients having our more customized programming within the app, which is tough to do because there's huge advantages to the level of customization that you can get sticking with like an Excel type document. It's just, there's nothing quite like the detail that you can get with that. The people that are doing customized workout training programs in apps, like no app does like a customized training program. Like there are apps that attempt it,
and try to market
it that way and stuff. But like, so if you're talking like Trainerize, for example, like a lot of coaches and various sort of personal trainers, we'll call it, might use Trainerize, and it's just like you can't put a custom program in there for people. Like it would take forever. So it's built to be able to do that, but I mean, if I had 3 clients, like sure, but when you're talking trying to get programs in place for potentially hundreds of people, it's just there's not enough time in a year to be able to do that,
You're unfortunately, in front of the
oh man, yeah. It's just it's not user friendly. It's not, you end up having to type a lot of stuff out, which I mean, I end up typing a lot of stuff out, period, but it does not make it user friendly on either front. The one nice thing that, like, since we're on the topic of Trainerize, that it does is it tells you if that's the most you've lifted on that exercise. So like, it's that positive reinforcement for
okay, cool.
But I mean, shoot, people typically know, like if you look back and people kind of know how much they do anyways.
Sure,
like,
you would
know
think.
what I mean? Right. So I don't know. I think that's kind of a moot point, to be honest with you. I think that the usability of it, and then, you know, other people, coaches have apps that they use with people, but I got news for you. That ain't a custom training program that they're doing. It's a preloaded like situation. They're not making it, you know, for you as an individual. So our setup is very much so a personalized experience for each individual that has the app, right? Because fitness is so personal. It's not a one size fits all. I don't know. I don't know a single other person out there that does exactly what I do for exercise. I mean, sure, close.
Right on.
But not exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's just, a lot of that has to do with personal preference. It's not that I'm special. It's just that, like, we all have preferences, and you all have preferences. And so when I'm doing, you know, program design and things like that, like, I'm taking into account somebody's preferences along with what they should be doing for whatever goal they have. But, you know, if somebody wants to include, say, a certain exercise, or they want to include a certain activity, like, that's what I'm here for. Like, how do we make that work? You know what I mean? It's my job to, you know, to help people, you know, fit in the things that they want to fit in, right? To some extent, unless they're completely contradictory. So
that's I think too, it goes back to
if you're trying to bulk up and you're like, but I gotta run every day, it's like, well, you know,
you're not
okay. All right, I hope you're ready to eat a lot of calories. You know what I mean? It's just going to increase the workload. So, you know, I've definitely have clients like that. They've, you know, classically speaking, been, you know, runners in the past, right? They're definitely a runner. They're definitely thin, not a lot of muscle mass, and they're like, man, I really need to gain some strength, and I don't want to be weak when I get old. And I'm like, fair enough. This is good. We're going in the right direction. I need you to stop running so much. Wait. Wait, hold the phone, right? Wait, I have to stop, right? No, I don't have to stop, but it's going to be, you know, very difficult in order, you know, to feed you enough to support, you know, what you're trying to do if you're still running every day. It's going to make things a lot harder, right? So anyway, that customized approach, you know, that's what Asset is all about, is about creating a, you know, a customized approach, as well as, you know, giving people, you know, the resource of a coach, right? You know, so setting them up with, you know, some of our coaching services through using our app. Right. That's what, you know, it's intended for sure. You know, like, it's a great app to just use and everything's in one place. And like, you know, I coach myself. I use the app. Right. I can pull all my data on the app. It's amazing. I love it. But, you know, it's also meant for, you know, getting guidance. And so that, you know, you can choose a coach and we can interpret that data and help you make changes, positive changes, and do so in an efficient way with efficient communication and, you know, things like that.
Right. So, yeah, I think, and it all comes down to when we're constantly improving and things take time to make, but these things are coming and then what we already have is something that is just far better and beyond what's already available to the market and to people, and that personalization that you talk about. So, I mean, if people aren't excited after hearing all of this stuff, I don't know what's going to
It's pretty sweet.
It's pretty freaking sweet. I mean, it'll allow you to change your life. You could build the confidence that we talked about, but do so in a way that is fun, it's interactive, it's easy. It's just, I mean, I don't know. I can't talk, highly enough about this thing. So, Asset Health, everybody, definitely go check it out. Questions, reach out. Yeah. Go to the website.
Ask away. Yeah. And, we're, like Hunch said, I mean, we're constantly improving things, constantly making little adjustments, and we're just going to keep getting better and better, and add some of these features that we've been talking about, such as the lifting database and the Mecca Lifting Academy and workout programming, things like that. Like those are all really, really positive things that we're have in the pipeline. But right now, as it sits, just as a nutrition tracker, it's phenomenal.
Right.
And then throw in the fact that we pull all of the data from any wearable technology you may have, and give you a way to monitor your health, monitor your progress. It's pretty cool.
Just pretty sweet. I appreciate the rundown, Eric. Everyone check that out. Absolutely. Then as well, go sign up for the Confidence Challenge. That thing's going to be sweet. It's so what we'll have, registration will be opening Monday. So yesterday for those listening, on Tuesday, and then it'll run through, and then we'll just start it official the beginning of the year.
That's right.
So there you go, folks.
So let's talk about this point system with the challenge, because this is a bit different. We're doing this a different way than pretty much I've heard of any other challenge running.
Yeah, we're excited about that.
And which is super cool. And I'm super pumped that the team kind of agreed that this is the direction that we want to go with it. Because in the past, we've done weight loss challenges and things like that, which that's great. I love me a good weight loss challenge. It is a good way to get people moving in the right direction.
Yeah, it's a good time.
But the problem that I have with weight loss challenges at the new year is that oftentimes people that do that, they then get in this habit. It's like a revolving door of challenges, because they need that challenge in order to have self-discipline and to work towards that particular goal, right? So that's a bit frustrating to me, because I see that a lot, and I've even had clients that's like, they go through a challenge and they do great, and then afterwards they're kind of like, meh.
Right.
They don't permanently make changes, right?
Right.
So it's kind of breaking that mold. But as well as we've done buns and guns, which was the opposite of a weight loss challenge. How much size can you put on your guns or put on your buns? Right. Which personally, I don't know if we're ever going to be able to do a challenge that tops that. I mean, it doesn't get much better than building guns. Building
buns. That's right.
But explain a little bit about how we're doing this one.
Yeah, absolutely. So just kind of what you were saying, we feel that this would be a good way, because it breaks the mold in that regard. It's nothing too specific, but also it's up to you guys. It's up to the challengers to create this, like, the best position for yourself to win.
Right.
But it's not anything. So like we'll for example, what we have is like, if you consult with the trainer, which are free, that's 50 points that'll build yourself up. Scan-ins at the gym, meeting your step activity goals, those things which will go through the app, logging in and recording how you're feeling on the app will get you points. Things like that, which will all be tracked through the app, just like we said. Also, sharing your journey with people can get you points. Post on social media.
Sweet.
Tag the Mecca Gym. Tag the challenge. Can get you a lot of points as well. And so these things, we feel that if you do consistently and you buy into it, there's no way you're not going to see improvement. Yeah. Whatever improvement that is for you. If that is weight gain, if that is weight loss, if that is strength gain, it all comes down to you, how it looks. But you can all be gaining those points in that way, the same way. So absolutely, I'm super excited about it. Give it a shot. I hope everyone kind of buys into it and kind of feels the growth that the challenge continues to improve or continues to go. Yeah. Cool. And then, just like Eric said, massive prizes at the end. We're talking cash prizes, memberships, all this kind of stuff.
All this jazz. And the challenge actually ends when we are at the new facility.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. So during the transition into the new facility, you'll be able to experience that as well. But the end. So we're looking for January 1 through March 30th. The challenge will go.
Yeah.
So Boom.
So that's 3 months. About 3 months. About 12 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So a lot of opportunity to see some improvement, because we know that gains and such takes a little bit of time, but we're hoping people can see a little bit.
Yeah.
Or a lot of it, depending on where you're at, and then find that and make it a lifestyle, make it habit.
That's right.
Because that's kind of what you got to do too.
Absolutely.
Make it consistent. So there we go.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for the rundown.
Absolutely.
Sounds awesome. Saying we're going to say awesome a lot on the podcast today.
It's awesome.
All right, Hunter. I think that's all I got.
I think so as well.
I'm fresh out of ideas.
I mean, we
you?
just 100% ran through a lot of big stuff.
A lot of big stuff.
Major challenges, campaigns, apps, supplements, the mission behind everything. I mean, if people aren't excited, once again, get excited.
Get excited. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff, just like we talk about all the time. A lot of stuff coming down the pipeline here at the Mecca Gym. All inclusive.
That's right.
All inclusive.
That's right. All right, well, everybody, this will be the last podcast we do pre-Christmas 2021. So we love you all. Have a Merry Christmas. Stay safe. Don't have too many treats, but you should have some.
Gotta have some.
And just know that the stockings are the best part of Christmas. Stocking stuffers, man. Christmas morning.
Amen.
Like, presents are great and everything, but it's all about what you get in your stockings, right?
Well, because stockings are very Christmas specific.
Yeah.
Presents come other times.
Yeah, exactly. Stockings, man. Like, you get, like, the cool little things in stockings.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And there's always treats in a stocking.
There's always treats. I think we used to get these the little chocolate marshmallow things in the green shiny wrappers.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
In the stockings every year. Those are, like, the best, you know? And cinnamon rolls Christmas morning is also a tradition.
Sure. The traditions. I mean, feel free to comment on this as well, your Christmas traditions, because those are always fun to share.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. We will see you next week.
Thank you for joining us on the Power of Lifting podcast. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. For more content like this, follow Eric Cafferty and the Mecca Gym on all social media platforms.